If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
Hey guys, we're here at the Red Carpet Ring. We'll talk about WWE Evolve 2025 recap. We will talk about the debut of Evolve that is on Tubi in the United States and also on YouTube in the UK. Let's get the lights as we come into the ring. We're going to talk more about this episode, give my final ratings and everything else on it. Now, Ava and Shawn Michaels shown at the beginning of the episode. Ava is to announce the GM of Evolve as well as being the GM of NXT brand. So she will be the GM of both brands. As everyone calls her, she has the nickname called the Mayor. So she went and talked to all the talents. She said out of all the people in the pool, she will announce who will be in each match tonight. Now, the first match announced would be a women's tag team match. Danny Palmer and Kaylee Armstrong versus Carly Bright and Kendall Gray. So that was the first match announced, and the first match announced for Evolve as a debut. So that was the first match. Then we'll talk about all the matches afterwards. The next match on the card was Keanu Carver versus Trill London, one-on-one. So this is the big man. They had a match going on. That was the second match on the card for Evolve. So those two battled out. The last match on the card, because it was only 3 matches for Evolve, the last match was a 6-man tag, which would be considered the main event. You had the team of Brad Taylor, Ricky Smiles, Jackson Drake versus Cappuccino Jones. You had Cartwheel. And I'm trying to think of the other guy's name, but let's move on to the first match on the card. The first match on the card was the women's tag team match. This was a solid match, not too bad. We saw power and strength. We saw Kelly Armstrong with strength. We also saw Kendall Gray with strength. You know, there was a little mishap between Danny Palmer and Kelly Armstrong's a tag team, but Kendall Gray and Carly Bright were the winners of the match. Now, they had some moments, too, where things seemed kind of miscommunication. But other than that, these women worked very well together. And now completes our first match of Evolve ever and the first match of the night. Now, the next match on the night, of course, was Keanu Carver versus Trill London. These guys went at it. Now, Keanu Carver, I've seen him before. He was on NXT prior. He does his thing. He's a big man. He uses dominance and strength to overpower Trill London. Trill London, you look like he was a no match for Keanu Carver in that match. Now, that match ended with Keanu Carver getting a pinfall over Trill London in that match. So he gained the first male match on Evolve. Now, for the main event, we had the 6-man tag. Now, a 6-man tag is actually the match I like the most out of all matches. The Jack Cartwheel, he moves very good in the ring. I like his footwork and how he is agile. Also, Cappuccino Jones, that whole team is good. Then you had the heel team. They have a gimmick. They're a very gimmicky tag team, and it's actually kind of funny and hilarious. You have to watch it out. They do some little gimmicky thing where I forgot how it goes, but the announcers were good. The announcers were Robert Stone and Peter Rosenberg. You know, Peter Rosenberg, who have we seen also on the pre-show panels and after the show, and now also known from Hot 97. But yeah, these men here, they definitely duped it out. And the winners were Cappuccino Jones, Jack Cartwheel, the team of those 3 men, which would be the baby faces. The heels lost. And if I didn't get to it further, pretty much most baby faces won. The baby faces of Carly Bright, Kendall Gray, Keanu Carver was the heel, and in the main event was the baby face of the match. But definitely good match here. This is a list of the results of the matches. It shows how the winner happened. Yes, that's true. Kendall Gray did the cross arm breaker to Palmer, Danny Palmer. That's what caused the win by submission. And then we saw Keanu Carver. He defeated with Sky High. And then the last one, Yes, that was also a pinfall as well. Let's look over the people. We have first, we have Kelly Armstrong. She is a part of the WWE ID program. We're going to go over a list of a few of the people that was on the card. Now, she has strength. She has, muscular woman. Now, has a background before coming to WWE. She also known as a three-time NCAA All-American. She did the sprint medley ray. She did, she's a definitely record holder in that. So we glad to have her here. Hopefully everything works out well for her. Next person we'll talk about was Kendall Gray. Now, Kendall Gray, she's been shown on NXT and NXT Level Up. So she's been around for a little bit, but she has not made it to NXT permanently. So she needs some conditioning, get herself better. Now, Kendall Gray, she is a former amateur wrestler. She actually wrestled amateurly in real life, similar to Chad Gable, Otis, Kurt Angle. She has that kind of background going on. So she really can wrestle, and I saw that in the Evolve episode. Another person we'll go over right now, her tag team partner was Carly Bright. Carly Bright also shown in NXT in the past and NXT Level Up. Now, she also did not make it to NXT permanently. She needs to work conditioning. Hope everything's working out well for her as well. She, however, doesn't have a athletic background in sports. She's a cheerleader, but not so much an athlete as playing a sport. She's known for being a cheerleader in the past. So Carly Bright is on Evolve, so hopefully we'll see more of her as well. Now let's talk about her, the other Kelly Armstrong tag team partner, Danny Palmer. Danny Palmer was on NXT. I know she had a hip injury a while back. I didn't see her on NXT for a while. Then she wasn't on NXT Level Up either. But she's back now. I hope she can stay healthy. Now she's now on NXT permanently, and she's also on this show Evolve. Now, Danny Palmer, her background is, now she also was a athlete. She was a former athlete. She's known for doing the national champion acrobatics. It's back in 2020, so hopefully we'll see more Danny Palmer. Let's talk more. Now, Keanu Carver, he's the big man. Now, he won a singles match against Trill London. Now, Keanu Carver, he was shown on NXT. He was part of the NXT Breakout Tournament back in 2023. He was in the first round. He lost to Riley Osborne, who was a part of the Chase U before that disbanded. But I haven't seen much of him. I think he was on NXT Level Up. I believe I saw him a couple times. But hopefully he continues to get stronger and get better. But he was shown he like a force. He just got to, of course, work on some things. That's why they're all here. But let's get on to the last person that was on Evolve tonight. That's Cappuccino Jones. Cappuccino Jones was on the 6-man tag. He was on the winning team of himself, Cartwheel, and the other guy. Can't think of his name for some reason, but I know he was previously in AEW, for you guys don't know. Now, I don't know if he was on AEW Dark. I don't know if he was on Dynamite or Rampage or whatever show he was on. But I know he's now here in WWE. Hopefully, he did good tonight. Hopefully, we see more of him. He continues to get better and, does what we have to do to be successful in a whole brand new WWE program, and also the way they structure things now, because we know things are always changing in WWE. Now, for pretty much the whole night, this was the whole Evolve. This was the whole everything that happened on Evolve show. We saw Lucha Cristofo from the family. He said that's his show. We saw the announcers. We heard, like I said, for the Evolve show, I didn't have no super high expectations. This is developmental, even lower than NXT. People have to realize that. So we have to give them some credit, give them some room, give them a chance to see what they can do in the ring. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let's see what people said about the show. 80% of people gave it an A. 13% of people gave it a B on the show. So there's some very good, fair ratings there. This was out of 40 people voting on the show. You guys could cast your vote. Now let's see what other people had to say. The other ratings, however, there were 3% that gave it a C, 5% gave it a D or F. Like I said, I'm not going to be harsh with Evolve. Brand new show. Well, revived show. It was on before. But this is developmental. These people from the WWID program, from the Next in Line, you know, they're from everywhere. So this is maybe their first time ever wrestling. So we have to give them an opportunity to see what they could do in the ring. Some will make it. Unfortunately, some will not make it. So we have to keep that in mind. But other than that, though, guys, that's all I have for WWE Evolve 2025 recap. We're to talk about the debut episode Evolve. If you guys like this review here and you want me to continue to keep doing it, I will. I'm normally going to have one of these every single week after Evolve. That's been on Wednesdays. And probably the next day I'll have a review. You guys check out the content here, Red Carpet Rain. Until then, you already know what it is. It's OUT.